entire internet.
Internet is one of those projects that wasn't really made by any single
president after Bill Clinton.
The internet isn't really something that belongs to any one person. No one person can credit the creation of the internet. It was a group effort. Project made by multiple people. Although the original idea of the internet, I'm not actually sure who originally started that idea. I mean, the idea of networking computers across long distances to share information wirelessly and not wirelessly, but like instantaneously, but has been thought about since, well, I mean, there was the telephone and radio, but the idea of intercommunicating computers has been around as long as digital computers. So yeah, even the vacuum tube computers are still technically digital. They're all solid state.
Oh my god, that emote in chat. That Bob Ross face.
Is that supposed to be Bob Ross?
Yup.
Well,
that man and his happy little trees.
People make so many jokes about him. That's right! There's even some scenes that unfortunately were deleted scenes anyway from this Master of Disguise where he did parody Bob Ross. Like almost nobody would ever know about it because again, it was in a movie that's not very popular, and it was a scene that was deleted that ends up getting put in the credits anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, did you make your move?
Yep.
And did you roll an encounter?
Yep, I got the glowing blue door.
Oh, that's right. So I guess it's my turn now. I actually completely lost track of what was going on. We'll see how much further we get. Certainly don't want to be playing this all night, simply because instead of just streaming this all night, I was thinking about maybe doing a rabbit cast with you, or doing something with my folks in the other room. We'll see. Also, I managed to roll doubles again. 8 plus, oh, I'm already at full health. Okay.
I actually own a few versions of Monopoly in my hallway closet.
I don't think we have any specialty Monopolies. We just have Monopoly and Monopoly Go. There was a corporation-themed Monopoly with like different sponsored name brands, you know, in it. Like you build like skyscrapers and whatnot. I forget what it was called. It may have been Monopoly Enterprise or Monopoly.
Wow, rude. Really leaving over Monopoly?
I think that's just a joke, but still. Anyway, what's this? Alright, I guess it's your turn to roll now. I didn't roll an encounter.
Doubles again.
What was up with that, this game? Now I'm afraid to stop and worried the local change next time we play. Glass shoes, -2 movement, +5 heart limit, and then practically fragile pair of shoes. You realize what would happen if you were wearing glass shoes and they shattered? Especially if they were a little too small to begin with. You'd get bits of broken glass shredding your feet and probably stuck in it.
I moved forward 8.
Speaking of which, turns out in the original Cinderella story about putting those glass shoes on because they were only designed to fit her little feet. Other people who tried to fit them on their feet,
that part gets pulled up.
Apparently the glass is sturdy enough to allow their feet to be mangled while being put in them without breaking. Oh, that's right. You got an item card, didn't you? Oh, that was the item, and you got an encounter, so what do we have here? Waiter skeleton. The skeleton that inhabits the castle always carries around a pot of curry. So his drop is curry. Why curry? Oh, now I'm getting hungry. Let's see. Fire and undead damage. HP 25. Attack 3, surprisingly. Weak against hammer impact tech damage, but I don't think you have anything that does that. If I was close enough to you, then I might be able to help, but I'm not. I might be able to on my next roll, though.
Yep. And here's the card he's guarding. I've seen stuff about Pixel Tactics.
Sounds a little familiar.
Yeah, card game that one version involves Mega Man.
Well, I think you killed it. 10,
Yep.
20, 30... Yeah, you killed it. That means you get XP.
And I take its curry.
Oh yeah, I get a heart each turn. So that last turn, I got a heart. And I guess it's my turn again.
Yep.
I get a heart this turn, and I also apparently get a heart because I rolled candlesticks. Oh, I'm sorry, I get a third heart. Wait a second. Plus one heart when hearts are received, so...
Or when hearts are received from things like the movement dice or an encounter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you need 4 spaces and gain an encounter. So right there.
2, 3. But I already had that up, though. Oh, hang on. Hang on, I can only hold a max of 12 anyway.
Yeah.
I was wondering about that. What do we have here? Skeleton athlete. Yes, that makes sense. Remember the Beetlejuice cartoon? There was a character who was basically a big skeleton, but he was like a bodybuilder.
Mm-hmm.
Which, yeah, makes perfect sense. I mean, just look at those huge lack of muscles. It's also weak against impact damage, which now my main weapon does. Thanks to the upgrade. So.
See, okay. One hit, you kill it.
Yeah, 46 per hit. Okay.
And it's dead.
That's very much dead. And already at max hearts.
Not
So yeah.
surprising at all.
You call that being buff?
7. 3, 6, 7. Oh god.
Why didn't you come back after your tea party, little girl?
As you are wandering through the Garden of Madness, you happen upon an interesting and delicious-looking plant. And now you poisoned yourself.
So I guess now you take poison damage. Yes! Logic! What's this? Favorite game, video or board game? I don't really have a main favorite. My mood changes, and so does the game that I
is a tough
favor.
question for me.
There's a lot of games I like. For a long time, Portal 2 was my favorite game of all time. And you know what? This new computer can probably run it, so I might actually do a stream of that someday. If not the single-player game, then hopefully the just doing the puzzles, like the community-made puzzles. I literally have hundreds of them that I've come across. When the game stopped working, I stopped looking for new puzzles, though. So there may be many more to play through. But first, I'm going to tackle the ones I already have.
I have, like, multiple favorite video games.
Yeah. I think we all have favorite video games, more than one. Even if we were to try to compile a simple list for it, it might go over 10.
Of course, 2 of my utmost favorites from the Super Nintendo are Earthbound and Final Fantasy VI.
Of course. Those awesome turn-based RPG type games. Trying to remember whose turn it
As
is.
for Castlevania, there has to be a tie between Aria of Sorrow and Symphony of the Night.
I still haven't played any of the Castlevania games yet. I played a little bit of the very first one on NES before, but didn't get very far. So, yeah. Also, I should point out something that I just happened to notice all of a sudden, is that you actually have a vial of anti-venom on you.
Oh yeah.
If you choose to use it.
Yeah, I'll use it on the start of my next turn.
That's right, that was your turn, so it's my turn now. Which means I get another heart. Oh, I'm at max hearts. Okay, so I guess I roll. And I get doubles.
You ran the high potion.
That'll come in handy. And, let's see. Where am I? Let's see if I can roll a higher number. I guess I'm not really in that big of a rush.
As for survival horror genre, I have to say my most favorite is... I'm not sure, because I really love the Fatal Frame trilogy on PS2.
I never got the chance to play the Fatal Frame games. I think they may have actually been redone and put on a newer system as well.
Fatal Frame 1 and 2 are available on PS2 and original Xbox. Fatal Frame 3 is PS2 exclusive. Fatal Frame 4 is a Japanese Wii exclusive, but did receive a fan translation.
I could have sworn there was a Fatal Frame, one of the Fatal Frame games released on Wii or 3DS,
Wii U?
not 3DS. Wii U?
Wii and Wii U. Fatal Frame 4 and a remake of Fatal Frame 2 were released on the Wii, and Fatal Frame 5 was released on Wii U.
I thought there.
In fact, the first chapter of Fatal Frame 5 is free to download. You just have to pay for the rest of the game.
That's right. I thought there was a Fatal Frame game on the DS. But, in particular,
yeah.
In particular, the newer ones. But that wasn't an official Fatal Frame game. It was just a Fatal Frame inspired game.
And then there was the Fatal Frame inspired game, or spiritual successor. No pun intended. Spirit Cam of the Cursed Memoir for 3DS.
Right, the 3DS game. That's the one I was talking about.
Yeah. It did not play so well when I tried it on my 2DS.
Oh, you
it
have a
requires an augmented reality book that the game comes with.
You had a 2DS.
Yeah. You know, the 3D-less budget version of the 3DS.
Yeah. It's basically a bit
They recently they're recently announced a new revision to it.
Whoa, what are they changing?
Basically making a new 3DS XL in the form of a new 2DS XL.
Oh, okay, I guess. Alright.
So a budget version.
That'd be quite a thing to
3DS
carry
XL.
around, though. I mean, it's not heavy, but it would be bulky.
No, it's actually a flip top like the 3DS. Unlike the standard 2DS model.
That might get confusing. Whew, sweating a bit. It's getting that hot in here. It's your turn again, by the way.
Oh, you moved already?
I moved 2 spaces.
Oh, alright. 6. Standing in contact.
Oh, what is this thing?
Spectral
Sword. That looks awesome. Evil Demon's Sword causes poltergeist phenomena. Weak against frost. HP 45, attack 2. Okey-dokey.
Alright then.